right, so we've got a lovely assistant over here. Daniela, would you like to come and join us? For our first bit of magic, I'm going to teach you something really special. What we'll be doing is a thing called bottom dealing. Now what happens in bottom dealing is people place cards at the bottom, okay? A lot of poker players used to do this to cheat and win lots of money. Now the first time round, you'll see me move the cards from the bottom. So as I deal them out in poker, you'll now see that I'm taking from the bottom. That's called bottom dealing. Now the professional gamblers are so good at it that it actually looks like it's coming from the top. But this time around, I will do it nice and slowly for you so you can see it's coming from the bottom. So nice and slowly we deal out the cards, and as you can see, I'm dealing all the aces from the bottom. I've now got my 4 aces. I don't need to cheat anymore. Some people like the thrill of cheating. Other people, though, are professionals and know when it's time to stop and just deal from the top now. So the first time that people turn over the cards, let's have a look and see what they've got. Daniela, over here we can see there's a pair of queens. On the next set of cards here, we've got nothing. As we move on over here, we can see this person over here is not doing well at all. He's got nothing, so I'm going to win with my 4 aces. The last pile gets turned over, and what do you know? A pair of kings. But that is not going to beat my lovely hand of the 4 aces. Ta-da! Now the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, is next time round, you cannot get the aces at the bottom because they'll notice it. And more than likely, not only will the aces not be at the bottom anymore, more than likely they'll shuffle the deck. So they'll take the deck, mix it up, and now there's no way you can know where the aces are. So now I'm going to the next step. Not only am I going to bottom deal, I'm going to middle deal and find those aces. Now, as I say, I'm out of practice. I might miss 1 or 2 because I'm a little bit out of practice, but let's see what happens as we deal them out. Did it look like it came from the top? It did, didn't it? Eh? But you can actually hear a little bit of a difference, and as you can see, I've got my first ace. Very easy. Now let's go to the next one. Now, watch very carefully, and you'll notice the next ace. It does look like it comes from the top, but as I say, I've been practicing this for years and years, and here we go, and the next one. Did you hear the click? Did you actually hear the click? That's one way of knowing that I've not dealt from the right place. It just sounds a little bit different. Did you hear that? Great, and let's do the last one over here. And now I don't need to cheat anymore. I've got my 4 aces. I can take from the top properly this time round. So the first person turns over, and what do you know? They've got a pair of 3s. But I'll win with my aces, so nothing to worry about there. Next person turns over, and they've got one of my aces, but that's fine. As I said, I still win with 3 aces. I told you I'm a little bit rusty. I can sometimes miss the middle card. So the next person turns over. Let's have a look and see. Oh, they've also got an ace. But as I say, I still win with 2 aces, so I'm still feeling very confident. I think these people are cheating, taking my aces. I'm not very impressed with them. The last person turns over. Oh, hold on a sec. He's also got an ace. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I'll tell you what. We'll put down the ace. We'll put down the king, the queen, the jack, and the 10. And that's a royal flush. And that's how you win at poker. So to start off the magic trick effect, all you need to do is place all the 4 aces at the bottom. Now the reason you do this is you're going to be telling the volunteer that you are going to be bottom dealing. Now believe it or not, there are experts out there that are so good that they bottom deal that it does look like they're taking it from the top. The part of the trick of this though is you place the 10, jack, queen and king, all of the same suit at the back of the deck. As you can see, these are all spades. So what you want is your front card, your most front card, to also be the spades, the ace of spades. So if your front card is the ace of hearts, you'll have the back 4 cards all being hearts. Now all you do is deal out, very simply, nothing spectacular about it. You deal out your 4 cards and then take 1 from the bottom. You keep on dealing out 4 and 1 from the bottom, 4 and 1 from the bottom, 4 and 1 from the bottom. You've got your 4 aces. Now you tell them the whole story about that the people that are professionals don't like to keep on taking from the bottom. They don't need to have the rush, where some people like the rush and they will take from the bottom. So this time you show yourself as a professional and take from the top because you've got your 4 aces. Now as you reveal the piles, you'll actually see the bottom cards are all spades. If you actually look carefully, you already see your 10, jack, queen, and king over there. And if you look at this one over here, your ace is also all at the top. Now, it doesn't matter which order you take these piles, as long as you keep them one on top of the other. It makes no difference which order you put them in, as long as they go on top of each other, remembering that now when you turn around to place the pile of aces at the top. Place a deck together, and now what we do is what is commonly known as a false shuffle. I'll show you how to do the false shuffle later. The basics are, you take the pack. Now the pack at the top here, we're going to pull out, and as we pull it out, we pull it down, so it looks like it came from the bottom. Now, as you notice, these cards were parallel. Let me show you again. These cards were parallel to me. They're going to finish off perpendicular. So the top deck goes like it came from the bottom. Now you throw the other deck forward like this, and on top. The order hasn't changed at all, but it looks like it has. The most important thing while doing this is to be very casual, like you're not doing anything, and you've broken the pack in half, when in truth you've done absolutely nothing. And now you just deal out as normal. 1, 2, 3, 4. You say that you're taking from somewhere special, but you're not. You're taking from the top. You reveal the first card, which is the ace. And then you keep on dealing, remembering not to show any more of the cards that you have, because they won't be aces. They're going to be the 10, jack, queen, and king. So now you keep on, as you're doing this, say, listen carefully, listen to the click, listen to how I'm catching those cards somewhere in the middle of the deck. But the truth is, you're just taking from the top. And now we take our last pile, and as we said before, the last card you don't need to cheat because you already have your 4 aces, so you just deal your last pile. Now, as you show the piles, you'll see now that the first pile doesn't have any aces. You're guaranteed that the rest of the piles will have 1 ace each. So the first time you see an ace out there, you'll say that you're rusty, or that, oh, you know, a little bit of a slip, I need to practice more. When the next pile comes out, you'll still normally be winning with 2 aces. You'll say, okay, that's another ace. I'm still a bit rusty, but I still win with 2 aces. And now, as the last deck goes over, you must be in total horror and total shock that you've messed it up and you cannot fix it up. And as you take the cards, just put them in the order of a royal flush. So just move them around, and then slowly but surely reveal them one by one. The ace, the king, the queen, the jack, and the 10. And that's a royal flush.